Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we take sources you send us and really dig into them.
That's right.
Today's source is an excerpt from a piece called So Funtakok Radio. Translates to something like One Call, One Fate.
Intriguing title.
It really is. And the story itself, it's about how the author met his ex-wife. It sounds like a really significant relationship for him.
Okay.
And he met her through this radio dating game he was working on, believe it or not.
Wow. Okay. So not exactly a planned meeting then.
Not at all. And that's kind of our mission today, exploring how these really important connections can just pop up unexpectedly.
Yeah, life's funny that way, isn't it? You're just doing your job and suddenly something huge happens.
Totally. So this radio show segment, it was called The Dating Game. Pretty standard format, you know?
Uh-huh. Like one person in the studio.
Exactly. One single person there, and then 3 anonymous callers on the phone lines.
Right, asking questions, trying to be charming, that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Questions, answers, some laughter.
Yeah.
The usual stuff. And the winner got, I think it was dinner and baseball tickets.
Okay, classic date prize. What about the others?
They got a consolation prize, something smaller.
Got it. So where did the author fit into all this? Was he the host?
No, and that's what's interesting. He was totally behind the scenes. His job was like lining up the calls, making sure the tech worked.
Ah, the logistics guy.
Pretty much managing the process, following up with winners about prizes. Not glamorous, not on air.
Which kind of highlights that you don't need to be center stage for something important to happen to you.
Absolutely. So during one show, there's this caller, Bachelorette number 2.
Okay.
And the author describes her voice. He says it was soft, steady, very unpretentious, kind.
Not trying too hard then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not overly funny or flirty, just genuine, it sounds like.
So that can really stand out, can it? Especially in, a dating game context where people might put on a bit of an act.
For sure. And it clearly made an impression on him. He mentions calling her back later, just standard procedure to sort out her consolation prize.
Right.
And he felt that same quality. He says the conversation was just gentle, easy.
And he felt good afterwards.
Yeah, he mentioned smiling after the call.
Yeah.
For no real reason, just it was a pleasant interaction.
It's those small moments, isn't it? Simple human connection.
It is. But then comes the really wild part.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's on the phone with her, arranging the prize pickup, and he sort of jokingly says, hey, if you get here before my shift ends, wave up at the lobby window.
Okay, just a casual comment.
Right. But then she actually does it. She shows up early and she waves.
No way! Seriously?
Seriously. He looks down from the studio or control room, wherever he was, and there she is, waving.
Wow. What did he think?
He was stunned. He immediately thought she was beautiful and just surprised. Like, this person was on a radio dating game. It didn't seem to fit somehow.
That's fascinating. The voice becomes a person and your whole perception shifts.
Totally. That disconnect between the expectation and reality.
So what happened next? Did he just go down and give her the prize?
Well, yeah, but also he did something impulsive. He basically disregarded any rules or hesitation he might have felt.
Okay.
And he called her. Called her personally, not for the radio show stuff.
Ah, taking a chance.
A big one. And asked her out. They ended up going on a date the very next night. Not the radio prize date, their own date.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to go for it, right? Seize that unexpected moment.
Definitely. And that impulse. It led to a relationship that lasted a few years.
Wow.
He calls it a little lifetime, which is such a lovely phrase, I think.
It really is. It speaks to the depth of it, even if it wasn't forever. So they were together for a significant period.
Yeah, she was part of his life through different things. But eventually, they drifted apart.
How did it end?
No big drama, apparently. No fight or betrayal, just life, taking them in different directions. It happens.
Yeah, sometimes things just run their course. Still meaningful, though.
Absolutely. And what really gets me is this detail near the end. He kept an old cassette recorder with the recording of her first call into the show, the dating game call.
Oh, wow. He kept that.
Yeah. And he says he sometimes listens to it. But he doesn't focus on the game itself. He focuses on her tone, how happy she sounded just to be on the show, even though she didn't win the main prize.
That's quite poignant. Listening back to the very beginning, knowing everything that came after, and hearing her simple joy.
Exactly. It really underscores the whole serendipity of it. And it leads him to this realization.
What's that?
He realizes he was the one who really won that day. Not the contestant who got the baseball tickets, but him. He won this connection.
That's That's a beautiful way to look at it, redefining winning entirely. It wasn't about the game prize at all.
Not in the end. The real prize was meeting her. So the big takeaway, I guess, is that these incredibly important people, the ones who change your world, they can just walk in or, call in when you least expect it. And the impact can be huge, even if it's just for a chapter, that little lifetime.
It really makes you think about being open to possibilities, doesn't it? You never know where a significant connection might spark. Could be anywhere.
You really could. So maybe something for you listening to consider. Have you ever had that kind of experience? A major connection forming completely out of the blue, maybe in a way that seemed almost random.
And if so, what did that teach you? About relationships, or maybe just about chance and how life unfolds?
Yeah. Because this deep dive really shows how those moments that feel ordinary, just another day at work maybe,
Uh-huh.
they can sometimes crack open into something extraordinary. It's definitely worth reflecting on the unexpected turns your own life story has taken.